Yes, any doubt anyone regarding last session? Because yesterday I have seen few people have asked the questions directly, either directly asked the questions on the WhatsApp group, or some of them they have asked the queries in the feedback form, right? So other than any other question, I know that this might be the, what you can say, easy thing for some people. This might be new thing for some people, right? So there is a mix of the audience. So I already told you I will be doing step by step, and yeah, let me know. I already told you that. Let me know if you feel that I'm too fast. Just point that out. Here itself in the session. No problem. Okay. If you feel that if I'm too slow, just let me know that. Right? Because I am expecting that I want to. You people are not aware about this. That's what I am expecting. That's what I am assuming. And slowly we will go to advanced topics. Right? This is what we purpose is. Even if there is a need to go for extra session, I am ready for that. No problem. Because remember, at the end of these hands-on sessions, you people need to come up with projects. Remember that. Okay. Okay. So Rishikesh is saying file is not open, which I have shared on WhatsApp. Okay. So what you can do, Rishikesh, the file which I have shared, first of all, you need to download it, maybe in C drive or on desktop. Okay. And then just go here. Suppose let me slow this. Just go here and from this one, go to your desktop location. For example, copy, download the file on your desktop and go to desktop like this, right? And once I go to desktop, in my case, I'll be able to see all the files and the directories on the desktop like this. Just select that file. It is going to open. Or otherwise, share your screen. Rishikesh, can you just let me know? Can you share the screen? I will open the file. I will tell you how to open the file. Unsupported it is saying, is it the problem for others? Have you tried to open the file others? Ashar, that means, are you able to open it? Ashar, you are saying no. Ashar and Shivam, are you able to open? Yeah, see, Rishikesh, people are saying that they are able to open the file. So can you just share your screen to that person? Rishikesh, can you share your screen? I will just show you how to open that. If there is problem, we will solve that. No problem. Okay. First of all, let me take some questions. And yeah, Rishikesh, even you can unmute yourself. Just try to let me just unmute you so that if you have any other questions other than that, you can ask. Right. You can unmute yourself, Rishikesh, and let me know what is the question.
Sir, because of I am using mobile, try to
Obviously,
open this file on mobile.
obviously, Rishikesh, I already told you on the first day itself, even Vishal sir also told you everyone should join the session from laptop or desktop. So on
You have
mobile
shared
phone,
this file on WhatsApp group, na? That's why I'm using.
no, see, I have shared it on WhatsApp group because I am not having your email address. You can just forward that particular link to your email address. Open your email on your desktop or
I think
laptop, and open and just download that file. Is it clear, Rishikesh? Yes, Rishikesh. Is it clear? I have sent you the link. You just go and forward that link to your email, right? Okay, okay. Yes. You cannot open it in mobile phone. Obviously, Rishikesh, you cannot open it in mobile phone. You can actually, but you can make use of some other things like Google whatever. But see, it's always good on mobile phone. You cannot do all these things, right? And instead of that, using a laptop or desktop is always good. So I hope that answers your query, Rishikesh. Please try to make use of a laptop or a desktop. Because see, maybe you will use some online platform, you will try to run the code here, simple code. But again, you will face the difficulties when we'll work on some applications or projects. So that's why go and use laptop or desktop. You just forward that link to email address. Any other difficulty? Anyone regarding anything? You any doubt? Whatever we have discussed in the last session. Any doubt about that? Any topic? Any suggestion? Just let me know. No problem. So that I will just try to adjust accordingly. As I told you, if you feel I am too slow, let me know. If you feel I am too fast, please let me know. Okay. So I hope it's clear. No one is having any question now. I already told you. It may be a very silly question, very basic question. No problem at all. Maybe sometimes I might not be able to answer the questions. It might happen, but yeah, we can find out the solution for it, right? I want everyone to be clear. I want everyone to try out the things. Yeah, it might happen that when I will type something, you might be lagging behind. Obviously, it can happen, right? But I am providing you notes also. So whatever I have discussed yesterday, all the code and notes are available with everyone, right? And I hope everyone is able to open that file. Even whatever I'm going to discuss today, that is also there in that IPY. So on the first day itself, I told you whatever the thing which I am going to discuss here. For all those things, you will be getting the documents as well as the notes, as well as the code, as well as the data sets, whatever, each and everything I will discuss, you will be given that. But step by step, you will go. Okay, so you don't have to write down anything. You just need to refer whatever I am sharing and just listen whatever I am talking about here. Okay, and yes, talking about the recordings, I am already sharing those recordings with faculty members, right? So maybe they will share it with you people. Anyway, what I want is I want everyone to understand the things. Everyone should be crystal clear. There should not be any doubt. Those who already know about these things, no problem. But at least for those who are new to these things, right? So I hope everyone is clear till this point. Everyone knows how to open the file. Yeah, if there is some internet issue, I can understand. But I hope that will not happen. Okay, because I have already yesterday also I have checked my internet connection. But yeah, internet is that's not in our hands. Sometimes it happens, but I always make sure that whatever is missed, I try to repeat that. I told you, even if you feel that okay, we require some extra session, I will go for that. No problem, not at all. Okay. Okay, so with this, let's start with the today's session. I hope no one is having any doubt. Once again, I will repeat. If someone has any doubt in between, just let me know in the chat box. Or if you feel that I should unmute you, let me know. No problem at all. Okay. So, starting with the today's session, let me show you what we have discussed here. So, just a minute, I will not be able to write down here. So, just let me create some space. So, these are the topics, right? We started with this one, data types. And in data types, we have seen numbers, strings, printing is nothing but the print statement, which we were talking about. Okay. So, along with this, we have seen a very important concept, and that is nothing but indexing. Right? And I told you, the concept of indexing is going to remain same for most of the data structures. So, numbers, strings, printing, lists, dictionary, booleans, and tuples. Till this point we have seen. Today we will try to complete the remaining things. Today the starting point is going to be sets. So I hope everyone is clear till this point. Okay, and I hope everyone knows whatever is going on in this session. I already told you if you have any difficulty, any kind of a difficulty, please let me know in the chat box. I'll be more than happy to answer all those questions. Okay, so let's start with this one now, sets. So let me see. In my case, I have already opened this particular Anaconda Navigator. I have already opened that. Let me go to the location where my notes are stored. The file which I have shared with you people, right? So that file in my case is in this particular directory, my working directory. So this is the folder in which I am working. Okay. Here what I will do, I will go and I will try to open a new notebook. Okay. So to start with, our first topic, today's topic is sets. Okay, or set. Now, and you know, right? If you do not want it like this, go here and mark down, and click here and then so sets. No, what is a set? So you might have come across sets. Meaning of the types. A set is a collection. It's a collection of elements. And to be more precise, set is a collection of unique elements. How do we write down the sets? For example, if I write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so this is the example of a set. Or if I write down in curly brackets, suppose 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, something like this. Now, as per the definition of set, what I told you that set is a collection of, it's a collection of unique elements. This unique word is very important, right? That means if you try to write down the repeated elements like this, right? If I run this particular line, if I run it, my output is going to be 1, 2, 3 only, because set is a collection of unique elements, right? So if I go here, if I run it, and you will see that it is going to give you the output as 1, 2, 3, right? So this is a simple example of set. And yeah, one more thing actually, I was just going to ask you people. That as I asked you that if you have any question, you just raise it, maybe regarding the yesterday's topic. So just in relation with that, let me ask you. Let me just check whether you people are comfortable with this or not. Okay. Can you tell me? See, this one we have actually already solved. Can you tell me this one? Can you answer this, guys? If you are able to see this particular question, given this nested dictionary, grab the word hello. So we want the output as hello. Okay. So what I will do is I will just copy this particular dictionary. I will send it to everyone in the chat box and let me know the answer. We want to grab what? We want to grab the word hello. See, just check in the chat box. I have sent to this particular dictionary, this particular command. Tell me the answer. What should be the answer to grab hello? So this is just to check whether you have understood the thing whatever we have discussed in the last session. Because it includes list inside a dictionary inside a dictionary. Someone raised the question in the quiz that is it possible to have a dictionary inside a list? Yes, that's possible. You can just try it out. Okay. So can you people answer? We want to grab hello from this. So what will be your answer? This is my dictionary. Just run it. This is my dictionary. The question is, what is the command to grab the word hello? Now this is like we can summarize everything whatever we have done about dictionary and list here and index. So if you are able to answer this one, that means yeah, you are getting. Again, I think the people who are already aware about dictionaries and lists, they might be able to answer it easily. So yes, guys, can anyone tell me answer for this? I want to grab help. So are you getting my question? Can you just reply me? Yes or no? Are you getting my question? Whatever I am asking. Just let me know yes or no. Whether you are getting the question or not. Okay, thank you, Harshit. Okay, so I hope other people are also getting the question. So just let me know. Answer for this one. Hello. You can take 2 minutes and answer it. Okay, I'm getting a reply here. Okay, Janvi has replied. Let me check Janvi's answer. Okay, Tabish, I will repeat the question. Wait, I will repeat the question for you. See, Tabish, what I'm asking is, if this is the dictionary D given to you, the question is, what will be your command to grab hello? We want output as hello. This is the question, Tabish. Is it clear? I hope it's clear. So I got the answer from Janvi and Yash. Let me check Janvi's answer first. So this is what Janvi has written. Let's see whether it's correct or not. Okay, the people are giving the answer. Let me check. Yes, that's absolutely right, Janvi. That's absolutely right. Whatever you have replied, it's right. Let me check. Yes, what he has written. I think his answer is also right. This is what Yash has written. Yes. And one more answer I got is from Akshara. Let me check. Okay, I think your answer is also right. See, this is what Akshara has written. Okay, that means yes, you people are getting. So yes, this is how you can grab help. So I would have asked you like, what if I want LLU? So you can further go and you can index it. So yes, I hope that you people are getting, and other people, I think yes, they are also getting, right? Because yeah. If you have any question, you can just raise the question. Have you got it, Tavish? You were asking about the question itself. Is it clear, Tavish? Tavish Khan, can you just let me know yes or no? Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on. So let's continue our discussion with the sets. So I told you that set is a collection of unique elements. And how we represent the set actually? We always represent the set in curly brackets. Now, see, there should not be a confusion. If you remember, when we started with list, right? When we started with list is always enclosed in square brackets. Then we came up with tuples. Tuples are always enclosed in parentheses. Then talking about the dictionary is always enclosed in curly brackets, but it's a key and value pair. And set is also enclosed in curly brackets, but the difference between the set and the dictionary is that dictionary is a pair of key and value, but set is just a collection of elements. Remember that, okay? And I will be showing you some examples with the help of which we'll actually understand the difference between a set and a dictionary, right? So remember the definition of a set is like it's a collection of unique elements. Suppose if I create a set S1, S1 is equal to, let's suppose, maybe 100 comma, let's suppose 200 comma 300 comma 500 comma 600, something like that. So this is a set S1, right? Now if you remember yesterday we have seen some methods which can be used for dictionary or maybe used for list or tuples. Similarly there are methods used for set also. So S1 dot, if you press tab button, see, you'll be able to see all the methods which are related to set. Suppose if I go here, if I try to make use of add, so S1 dot add. Suppose I want to add, let's suppose I want to add a value 900, right, or 9000. Let's run it. Now see, you will see that 9000 is added in this set. You can check, right? So this is how you can add the element. But here, if you try to do something like this, S1 dot add, let's suppose 125 comma, let's suppose 456. If you try to add more than one element with the help of this add method, let's see what happens here. Now see, it is giving me error because add takes exactly one argument and two arguments are here, and that's why I am getting the error like this. So you can add only one element at a time in a set with the help of dot add method. But what if I want to add two elements at a time? So yes, that's also possible. For that, what you need to do is create a set S2 suppose, and in S2 you add the elements. This is one way. Okay, there are other ways also. 125 comma 456 and then run. Now I want to do what? I want to add these elements in S1 set. So what I can do is S1 dot. Okay, there is a method called as union S2 and then run. Now see, you will see that 456 and 125 is added here. But again, if you go for S1, you will check that it is not there in S1 itself. That was just for representation purpose. So what you should have done is S3 is equal to this one, and then run it. And then you go for S3 and then you check that okay, S3 is the set where I have these two elements added in S1, 456 and 125. So I mean to say that you can make use of this kind of methods if you want to add more than one element at a time in the set. Okay, so like this, if you go, if I try to check other methods, there are different methods which are available here, right? Suppose pop is there. Now, what is S1? This is my S1. If I go and if I try to write down S1 dot pop, and if I run it, now see what's going to happen with S1. See, so you can check S1 200, 300, 500, 600, 900. Earlier S1 was 100, 200, 300, 500, 600, 900. So by default, see, it has popped the first element. You can check it, right? But now my S1 is this one. My S1 is this one. What if I want, if I do it like this, S1 dot pop, and suppose if I do it 2. So if you check what is the second element, what is the element in the second index in S1? 0, 1 and 2. Let's see whether 500 will be popped or not. So see what it is giving. Pop takes no argument. So using pop you cannot actually pop the element which is required. For that what you can do is S1 dot, you can make use of, let's see here, let me check. Suppose, or let me check the methods here. So you can check here, there is a pop and there is a remove. This remove is also there, right? And let me show you other methods also. Add is there, clear is going to clear everything, copy is there, difference, discard, intersection, right? So these methods we will see as and when it is required, because I told you, no need to remember all of them, right? Suppose if I go here, s1 dot remove, suppose let me check whether it is, whether I am able to remove it or not. So this is also saying that I cannot remove that particular element, right? So s1 dot remove of 2. So what it is saying, it is giving me key error, right? Yes, Vaishnav. S1 dot pop and S1 dot pop of 0. But S1 dot pop of 0, what I said, see, if you try to do S1 dot pop of 0, now see, this pop never accepts an argument. Try to understand. That's why what we will do is just S1 dot pop. So if you go and if you try to make use of S1 dot pop, it is going to remove the first element by default. But yes, anyway, we will be talking about in the last topic, that is methods. In the last topic, we will be talking about some of the important methods which we are going to require. And in that case, we will see something called as pop, then pop element, right? And there we will try to talk about the methods with the help of which you can remove the elements as per the requirement. Because see, it is not in dictionary only you can remove the elements. It is not only in sets you can remove the elements. You can remove the elements from a dictionary. You can remove the elements from list also, which we haven't talked about till now. Okay? But yes, actually that is possible. Even in case of list, you can remove the elements, right? So you can make use of pop method, same method there which is available in case of list. So yes, you can make use of that particular method. Yes, and in the last topic only we will be talking about all those methods which we require. But here I am just trying to give an idea that okay, see these are the methods which are available. Now see, S1, let me show you. This is my S1. Okay, so if you suppose, why I told you that no need to remember any method. See, if you go here S1 dot pop, suppose I want to understand what is this remove method. So just select that and press Shift tab. Once you press Shift tab, it is going to show you something called as docstring for that particular method. Docstring is like what? It's like a help. See, click on this plus sign and you will get what this particular method does. So remove an element from a set. It must be a member. See, how to delete it? It must be a member. So we do not give index position. What I want to remove? I want to remove 500, right? So go here and write down 500 and then see that 500 is going to be removed. So if I want to remove a specific element, this is how I can remove specific element from the set, right? So see, no need to remember it. Just go here, press Shift tab. You can try it out for any method you want. Okay. So this is how you can declare a set. Now, my simple question to you people is, let's suppose if I create S2 is equal to something like this. Now my question is, and again, before that, let me show you type of S1. So it is a set. Similarly, now the question is, if I do something like this, can you tell me what is this? Is it a set or a dictionary? Can anyone guess it? What is this? S2, type of S2. Is it a set or a dictionary? Empty set, Akshata is saying. Jarvi saying empty set. Rabish saying set. Okay, all of them they are saying set. Now look at the answer. It's a dictionary. So that's why I told you earlier. Right? It's not so these kind of questions are asked in Microsoft's exam. Okay. Why I will tell you. See, why this one you have got as a dictionary. See, for list it's square bracket. Remember this. For tuple it's parenthesis. Right? For dictionary it's curly bracket. But dictionary is a pair of key and value. Okay. And for set it's also a curly bracket. But try to understand here. See, Vaishnav, there is no key value, right? But this is whenever we want. So try to remember this particular thing. Whenever we want an empty set, what do we do is, suppose S3 is equal to, we use a method called as set. Because for dictionary it's curly brackets only. If there are no key value pairs, that means it's an empty dictionary. See, suppose if I write down something like D is equal to this one, D is equal to this particular thing. It's empty dictionary. Remember this particular difference. Okay, many people get confused with this. So if you want to declare an empty set, we declare empty set like this. If you want to check the type of S3, see, it is going to show type of S3 as set. Now check it, type of S3 as set. So if you want to declare empty set, this is how you can declare empty set. If you want to declare empty dictionary, this is how you can declare empty dictionary. I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, and remember that particular difference. Right. So yes, any question in between, just you can raise your question, no problem, right? But yes, I hope everyone has got what is that, whether it's a dictionary or a set, right? Moving forward, let's move to the next topic, that is comparison operators. Again, it's a very basic topic, right? But we are going to require it many times. So comparison operators. Which are the comparison operators which are available in Python and how do we make use of that? Let's try to see one time. Suppose if I write down 1 greater than 2. So is 1 greater than 2? No. So I should get false. Right? Comparison operators. So greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and so on. Suppose if I write down 2 less than 3. So yes, it's true. I will get the answer as true. Right? What if I write down something like 2 equal to 2? Can anyone tell me what is the answer for this? 2 equal to 2. Is it true or false or what? Okay, so I am getting the answers. 2 equal to 2, people are saying true. Nearly saying true. Baljit is saying error. So Baljit is right. Error. It will be error. Silly mistake. This is what people do. Does actually. Right? This is what people do. See, 2 equal to 2. Equal to is what? Equal to is an assignment operator. Right? And as a basic, you might be knowing that you cannot assign a number to a number. On the left side, there should be a variable. This will work. This will not work. Let me show it. See, if I go and if I run it, I will get an error. See, can't assign too little. That's the basic idea, right? And which we have discussed, which we have seen in maths. Yes, assignment operator. So, right. So, the people who have given me the answer as true, they might have thought equal to as equal to equal. So this equal to is a equality operator. This will give me the answer as true. Okay, so this one and this one, they are different. They are not same. Try to understand that. Okay, and what is the operator for not equal to? So 2 not equal. Exclamation mark and equal to is not equal. So 2 not equal to 3 is true. So yes, it's going to give you answer as true. And similarly, these operators. Greater than equal to 3. So 1 greater than equal to 3? No. 2 greater than equal to, suppose 2 greater than equal to 2? Yes, it is true. Right? Greater than or equal to. Right? So I hope it's clear to everyone. This is this percentage equal to is nothing but not equal to. Right? And same thing, whatever we are trying to understand for this particular thing, number, same thing is going to apply for characters also or strings also. Suppose if I write down something like hello, right? And if I compare it to suppose hi, now this is not true. See, oh, so sorry, it should be comparison operator. This is not true. So it is giving me what? False. So we can do it first. We can compare the strings also. That's what I am saying. But suppose if I go here and write down hi and hi equal to hi. So yes, it's true. Very good. But suppose if I write down something like this, hi with uppercase h equal to this hi. This is not good because this h and this h, they are different. You might be doing like ASCII characters, right? ASCII characters, ASCII values. That's what actually it makes you solve. So ASCII value for uppercase h and ASCII value for lowercase h, they are not same. They are different. That's why you will get this as a false because they are not equal, right? So equal to operator. That's how you make use of. I hope you people are able to understand the comparison operators, and we are going to require them in functions, in for loops, in if and elif and else statements and all. Right. Moving forward, next thing, talking about logic operators. So We have seen comparison operators. Now let's try to talk about logic operators. I will again repeat. If in between anyone any doubt, if you are lagging behind, please let me know. Okay. Logic operators. So there is something like and, or, right? Suppose if I write down one greater than two, and let's suppose three less than four. Now you know that one greater than two is false, three less than four is true, and false and true is what? False. So it will give me the answer as false, right? So you might be doing similarly. Same example if I do, and if I try to make use of, right? So instead of this and, if I try to make use of or and general, so I will get true because this is false. False or true is true. Right? This is how I am going to get the answer. Now I hope people know and or. If someone is not aware about and or, please let me know. Okay, that also I will tell. Now answer my question. If I write down something like 1 equal to 2, let's suppose, or if here if I write down or, let's suppose 4 equal to 5, okay, and here let's suppose I write down and here suppose I write down 5 equal to 5. Okay. So can you people tell me what will be the answer for this? What do you think? 1 equal to 2 or 4 equal to 5 and 5 equal to 5. So people are saying false, 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 false. Okay, everyone is saying false. Let me check. So I am getting false. That's right. That's absolutely right. Okay. Now let's suppose 1 equal to 2. See, 1 equal to 2. This is false. Or 4 equal to 5. This is also false. But here, if I make it as this one. Now, what will be the answer? What will be the answer for this one now? So yeah, people are saying true. People are saying it's true. So yes, it is true. Right. Now see what I will do is see this one I will write it down. I will copy paste it here in the next cell. Now 1 equal to 2 is false. 4 equal to 4 is true. False or true is true. Here if I write down like this, okay, and so here if I go like this if I do, so what will be the answer in this case? Because I have just given the brackets here. That's it, nothing else. Yes, now people are saying false. Okay, so this is false. Now, are you people understanding what is the reason behind it? So one thing you need to remember is, or why am I trying to show you this all this thing here is, I want to tell you that if you compare or and, which one is the strongest operator? And is the strongest operator. Always remember that. That means when I did not give any brackets, how the thing executed? First this part executed, and then the result of this and then this. Try to understand. Okay, that's why and is the strongest operator. Remember this basic thing. Okay, that's what I wanted to discuss about logic operators. Let's move to the next topic, and that is nothing but if statement, elif statement, and else statement. Again, this is nothing but a very basic topic of any programming language, right? But yes, very very important. This is what the thing which helps you to write down the code, how to implement the logic. Let's suppose, see, what is the syntax in case of Python? See, if is a keyword. First of all, we write down if. After if, we write down whatever the expression we want to check. Suppose I want to check if 3 less than 8. Now, what is the result of 3 less than 8? We know that it's true. So, if, then expression, if space, then expression, then give colon here and then enter. Now, see, as soon as I press enter button, see, there is some space, there is some block of space. Now, how come it is possible that that block of space is occurred here? So, this block of space is actually called as indentation. This is for those people who have not come across this kind of a thing earlier. That's why I'm telling this basically. Okay. So, this is called as indentation. So, always remember by default, Python makes use of something called as indentation. And indentation is nothing but what? Indentation is simply block of space or block of spaces, number of spaces, 3 to 4. If I want to check how many spaces, by default it has given 1, 2, 3, 4. So by default 4 spaces are there. You use any notebook, you use any tool, you use any IDE, even you use command prompt. Same thing is going to happen. In Python, we never make use of brackets for even for writing down the functions or something like that, right? We use indentation. Python makes use of indentation, and that is the thing actually which makes it syntactically easier. Right? You will get the things added when you go and you write down the code. Suppose what I want to do, if this is true, if this expression is true, then only this thing, whatever I am trying to write down, then only this thing is going to be executed, otherwise not. Okay. Suppose if I write down here, we are learning Python, and then let me go and let me run it. See, it has printed. As simple as that. Simple example, remember the syntax. If is a keyword. After if, we write down some expression. We give a colon and then press enter. As soon as we press enter, there will be block of spaces automatically added here. So here Jupyter Notebook takes care for block of spaces, and then whatever the expression, whatever the action we want to take. So here, what was the action I want to take? I just wanted to print this particular thing. We are learning Python. This particular string I wanted to enter. Right? That was the only action I wanted to take. And yes, you can see that it has printed that particular statement which we wanted. Right? Now similarly, what we can do is with this simple examples, we can go and we can actually try to implement what we can say a problem statement or maybe in the logic. Let's suppose I'll give one more example. Let's suppose this particular thing is not true. The result of this particular expression is not true. Right? Suppose let's write down 2 equal to 6. Now we know that 2 equal to 6 is not right. So suppose here if I am writing down something like print, and suppose if I am writing down hello, and what will happen in this case? What do you think? What do you think, people? What do you think what will happen in this case? No, that's right, Balji. No. So if you feel that there will be error, no, there will not be error, but there will be no output. See, there will be no output because this statement is going to execute if and only if this is true. Or simply I can write it down. See, if true, and then suppose if I want to execute something like this. Now in this case it will be without. Check it. Right? Or otherwise, if I go and if I write out if false, this will not give me the error, but again this will even not run that particular statement. Something like this. See, it is not giving me error, but even it is not running this particular statement. Because always remember to run this, whatever you are writing down inside if statement, to run this particular thing, this expression, the result of this expression should be right. I hope you are getting the syntax of if. This is how we write down if keyword space expression, then you put a colon and then press enter. By default you will see block of spaces, that is indentation, and whatever you want to do, right? That particular thing you need to write down here. Let's suppose if maybe let's suppose 3 equal to 3, right? Colon, and let's write down x equal to 4 plus 6 and then run it. Now see, it has given me the result. So x value, run it. My x value is this one. Even I could have written it like this. Print x and then run it. Now see, I will get the result. This is how we write down the if statement. I hope you people are able to do that in your case also. For those who are not aware of it, just try it out in your case. Okay, just try to do it just to understand the syntax of if. Right? So this is all about if. Now there is else statement also. Suppose if I am writing down, let's suppose 3 less than 4. Now we know the result of 3 less than 4 is true. So I want to print something like this first. If it is true, it will print first. Okay. But what if it is not true? What if this particular result is not true? I want it to go for another action. So see, how am I writing down else? Try to understand. Here, what am I doing is, you need to write down else at the same level where you have written if. They should be at the same level. Try to understand. Maybe depending on logic, if you can have another if inside it, but if and else, they should be on the same level. This is the syntax you need to follow. Okay. So if 3 less than 4, print first. Else, that means if the result of this particular thing is not true, then what I want to do is else. Else, put a colon, press enter button. See, indentation is by default here. Then suppose I want to print second. Something like this. Now in this case, what will happen? This is true. And that's why machine is going to execute this particular thing. It is not even going to look out at this particular thing, right? So result is going to be first in this case, right? So here if I go and if I make some change, 3 equal to 4. Now 3 equal to 4, result is false. Obviously, it is not going to look at this particular statement directly. It is going to go to else, and it is going to execute this particular. So whether it is true or whether it is false, see, if it is false, control is going to come here, and it is going to execute this particular part. So if I go and if I run it, now the result will be second, right? So try to understand. This is how we write down if and else statements. I hope again you people have understood how the syntax, how to write down it. Okay? Everyone understood it. Comparison operators we have already seen, right? So if and else is done. Now let me give a simple example of something else. That is, there is one more thing which is called as elif. Let me copy this. Here only I will see. If 3 equal to 4, print this. What if this is not true? I want to try out other things. Elif, I want to check for other conditions. That means else if 5 equal to 5. Okay, and then suppose I want to print maybe suppose middle. In this case, what will be the result? In this case, the result will be middle. Because this is not true, it is going to look out for this particular condition. If it is true, it is going to print this. If it is not true, then it would have printed this particular. But yes, as soon as it sees the first true result, it is going to execute the corresponding set. Let me show you. Now see, here is the result. Okay? So this is how you make use of if, elif, and else statement. See, if I write down something like this, in this case the result is again going to be second. Because this is not true, so by default this is going to be, right? But if I go and if I write it down something like this, elif 5 equal to 6, one more elif, suppose 7 equal to 7, okay, and then here if I write down some statement like print, maybe let's suppose third, okay, so first, middle, third, and maybe last. Now see, you can check it. This is not true. This is true. This is also true. So can you tell me what will be the result in this case? In this small code, what will be the result? What do people expect? Will it going to be middle or third or last or what? Yes, absolutely right, guys. It's middle only because it is going to look out for first true. Even though this is also true, but which one is first true? This one. That's why the result is going to be middle, and the result is not going to be right. So as expected, it should give me the result as middle. I hope everyone understood that, right? Any question, any doubt for syntax? Please let me know. Okay, I will move to the next topic now, and that is for loops. I hope everyone is able to hear me. If any audio problem, if anything, just let me know in the chat box. Okay. So for loops. Now see, for loops is really very important. Here you will see the syntax, but again, you talk about any logic, implementation of any logic, you can implement that with the help of for loop and functions and then if, elif, and else statements and some other things which we will be talking about. So out of all those things, for loop is again very important. For loops. Why to make use of for loops actually? For loops allow you to iterate through a sequence. For example, suppose I have a sequence S. It's a list, suppose. So in this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like this. I have. Run it. What is this S? S is a list because it is enclosed in square bracket. Now see how you can iterate through this particular list with the help of for. So Shivam is saying that can I print middle and third one time? No, Shivam, you cannot. For that, you will have to write down a custom code. Middle and third you cannot print at a time, but see, if you really want it, what you can do is it the thing you are expecting, Shivam? Because two elif statements are not going to run at a time. But yes, if you want middle and third at a time, you can go and just change it. Otherwise, go and try to write up the custom code according to logic. We can, if we replace elif with if. That's what I'm saying, Tanesh. You need to write out the custom code. This is the syntax I am trying to do. If you really want to have this kind of a code, definitely you go and try to write down your custom code. Custom code, I mean to say what? Your own logic. See, you just take them as tools. How to make use of them, it's in your hand. Anything is possible, but here you cannot print middle and third at a time in this code. Definitely, you can go and I told you inside if you can have another if, you can have another elif inside that, you can have else inside that, and so on. Right? But according to the need, yeah, you need to write on the custom. Is it clear? Shivam, is it clear? Tanish, whatever you are saying, that's right. But you need to implement the logic accordingly. So moving forward, for loops. So for loops, why they are important? Because I told you for loops help you to iterate through a sequence like this. So this is my list. S is my list. It's include square bracket. Now I want to iterate through this particular list. How can I iterate through? So see, check how I am writing down a formula. Those who are not aware of. For some variable, any variable name is anything, right? For some variable x. For some variable x in what is the list name? List name is s. So for some variable x in s, okay, put a colon after that. For is a keyword, x is a variable, in is a keyword, s is nothing but my list, my sequence. After that, press enter. See, you can check there is indentation. So always remember, whenever we write down a colon and after colon, whenever we put a, whenever we press enter, you will get indentation, block of space. Suppose here if I want to write down print, I want to print all the elements. All the elements. So let me see. What's going to happen is x is going to represent 1, x is going to represent 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what I will write down here is that variable. If I go and if I run it, then you will be able to see the output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Because see, what's actually going to happen is I told you, for loop is going to help you to iterate through a sequence. So whenever I say for some variable x in s, that is this s, that means x is going to become 1, x is going to become 2, x will be 3, x will be 4, x will be 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9. Right? So as and when x, first time x will be what? X will be 1. That's why it is printed on. Again, next time it will go, it will do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and so on. Right? This is how I am going to get the all elements from the list. Okay, this is how you can make the for. Now, suppose if I do not want the output in this manner, I want output vertically. So I mean to say, I do not want output like this. I want output like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. 2 spaces, 3 spaces in between each of those numbers. So yes, that's also possible. So it is just the print statement. See what you can do is for some variable var in s, okay, print var is a variable, comma, there is a parameter called as end. So I think I will write it down. End equal to, see, end equal to what I will do is space and then now check. It has printed the same output but in this way. Why? Because if you want to know from where I came to know this, just go here, press shift tab, and you will see. Check it. See, this is a doc string which is available for print statement. So you can see that by default end character is what? Slash n. And what is slash n? Slash n is nothing but new character, new line character. And that's why by default as that end character is a new line. That's why after 1 there is a new line. After 2 there is a new line. After 3 there is a new line, and so on. But what I have done is end character is equal to space now. And that's why after 1 there is a space, then 2. After 2 there is a space, then 3. After 3 there is a space, then 4. And so on. Suppose if I want more spaces, yes, that's also possible. If I go and if I run it, now check, my answer will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something like that. So like this, if someone asks you to print a pyramid of stars, you can do by following this kind of logic. If someone asks you to print stars in the shape of 1 or 2 or A or B or Z, whatever it is, those kind of questions you can solve with the help of for. Right? I hope it's clear to everyone. Even see, it is not only space or new line character, whatever you want. Suppose in between I want this particular thing. So you can check it. 1, then you get 2, then you get 3, then you get, and so on. Whatever you want. I want stars here. 2 stars in between every number. You can check it. Right? So simply end character. Where I came to know, from where I came to know, just go here, press shift tab, you will see everything. Even I think you will be able to see. Okay, examples they are not given, but they are given the explanation of what are the arguments here. Right. So by default, always remember in case of print, end character is by default /n. That is new line character. Right. So similarly, for anything, whatever you want to see, for some variable z in s. Suppose here if I write down, I want to print something like maybe z into z. Suppose I want to print z into z. Go here. And you will see that 1 into 1 1, 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 3 is 9, and so on. Okay. So in whatever the way you want these numbers, you can print them. So this is how you can make it of a for. I hope everyone is able to understand the syntax of for. And see, if this is my s, I do not want to iterate through complete list. Yes, that's also possible. See, for some variable I in s of, let's suppose 2 colon 6. Now you know this 2 colon 6 is what? 2 colon 6. That means 0 1 2. That means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means my answer will be 3 4 5 6. Right? It's a indexing. You can make use of indexing concept here. See 3 4 5 6. This one we already see indexing. So that also we can make use of in for. Right? Anyone, any doubt till this point? Can you just let me know yes, no, so that I will continue the next topic. Any doubt, anyone? Oh, thank you. Let's move to the next topic, and that is nothing but while. Let's see what is the syntax for while. I will again repeat. If you people want to try out all the things, and if you are not able to type the things, if I am moving fast, please let me. While loops. Next topic is while. And yeah, even you can share in the. You can just check in the notes which I have shared with you. All these things are already there, so even no need to type. But I will suggest that you please type at least for few sessions, right? Because at the time of applications and the projects, I cannot type each and everything, because at that time the code will be bigger, and if I go on typing all each and everything for projects, it will 5 days will not be sufficient. Okay, that's why at least for few sessions, try to type out the things. If you are not aware about it, just try to type out. Even though you have all these things already given, you have all these. Okay. Let's check about while loops. See, I will just take this. I will just take the same example which I generally make use of. Suppose I is equal to 1. Now, how to write down the while loop? See, this is how we write down while. While is a keyword. So while suppose this I is less than, let's suppose 6. Then put a colon. While I less than 6. What I want to do is I want to print something. What I want to print? I want to print value of I is. But do you remember this format? Right? Suppose if I want to print I is this curly bracket. Instead of this curly bracket, it is going to print a number. Yesterday we have seen this particular method, right? Dot format. So I is I. Okay. So what it is going to print is I is 1. I first of all, because initially I is going to be 1. Then what is going to happen is we want to print I is 2 also. So what I will do is I will just go and increment that. That means I is equal to I plus 1. This is an example just to make you aware about the syntax of while. Okay. See what this is going to do. This is going to print the value of I till this condition is satisfied. As and when this condition is not satisfied, it is going to come out of this while. See, I am not giving brackets here like in the C language we do, for example, or in other languages we do. Python does not make the brackets. It makes the indentation. Okay, indentation. See, indentation here. Indentation is nothing but block of spaces. So what is going to be answer here? I is 1, I is 2, I is 3, I is 4, I is 5. Because as soon as I is going to become 6, this condition is going to become false, and control is going to come out of this value. Let me go and let me show you. Okay. Here we have made a mistake. Print I have written, right? So it is not printing the value. So what I should have done is this particular thing. I should have used it here, right? And into one single code or right? Because this is the syntax, and this is extra. Because this is the syntax of that dot format statement which we have seen in the last session, right? Let me check. See, Now it is printing I is 1, I is 2, I is 3, I is 4, I is 5. If you people also want this particular thing to run in your case, I will just send it in the chat box. Yeah, you can make the changes for you. This while loop I am sending it in the chat box. So check it. Okay. So see, this is how we write on while. So what you need to remember here is how we write on a while statement, while loop, while loop here. While keyword we write out, then space, then expression, whatever the expression we want. So I wanted this particular expression. I wanted this particular loop to run 5 times, for example. That's why I have written I less than 6. And then whatever the action I wanted to perform, this action I wanted to perform, right? And then I incremented the value of while. So this is a simple example to remember the syntax of while, right? Again, this is also very helpful in the implementation of the logic. Okay, so that's what about for loop and while loop. Let's move forward and let's try to talk about something called as something important, which is called as range. What is range? Range is actually a generator function. It's a generator function. This is very important. We are going to need many times. Let me write it down. So range is a generator function. Let's see how actually it works. See, it's a default function available in Python. Range. If I go here, if I press Shift tab, it's going to show you all the information related to range. Okay. Now range accepts some arguments like start, stop, and stay. Let me show you. See, suppose if I go here, if I try to write a range of 10, if I run it, it will not show me any output. See, if I run it, it will not show me any output like range from 0 to 9. It will just show me that range 0, 10. So this 0 is nothing but the start point and this 10 is nothing but the stop point. What if I want to actually see the result? So what I can do is I can just typecast it either in a list or in a tuple, for example. So list of range of 10. Let me write it down separately. So if you people are looking at this particular kind of thing first time, see range 10. I want to see the actual result of this. What I will do is I will just go and typecast it inside the list and then run it. See, so what I got is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So range is just a generator function which is going to help you to generate the numbers as per your requirement. Let me show you. Even you can make the range function in case of for loop. Suppose if I write down for some variable x in range of suppose 20. Now 20 means what? 0 to 19. Always remember, it is always by default going to start with 0. And that's why the last element is not going to be included in the range. Okay. So for some variable x in range of 20. Suppose I want to print all of them, right? I want to print x, so it is going to print everything. See? Or otherwise, see, this is how you can make the range in case of for loop. Otherwise, I would have done it like this also. Range of 20. If I run it, it will show you the range 0 to 20. If I want to typecast it in tuple, yes, you can typecast it in tuple or in list, whatever we want. Go here, now the output will be tuple. See, 0 to 19. Okay. So if you do not give a starting point, by default the starting point is always going to be 0. Let me show you a simple example. Suppose if I write on range of 10, 100. So what it is going to do? It will generate the numbers from 10 to 100. That means starting point will be 10 and ending point will be 100. It is 10 to 99. So let me show you. Generally we make it of list. If list is not working in some else's case, please try it out with tuple. See what I got is I got a list 10 to 99. You can check it 10 to 99. Why 10 to 99? Because by default the step size is 1. See, this is the starting point, this is the ending point, and there is something called as step size. Let me show you a simple example. Same example I will go and I will write down here. See, range of 10, 100, comma. Let's suppose I want step size as 5 and then run it. Now see, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20, 20 plus 5, 25, and so on till 95. So like this, you can go and you can change the step size, whatever you want. I want it as 10. You can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, till 90. Whatever this particular size you want, you can put it 90. Yes, you can check. So this is how you can check, right? So remember, what are the arguments I am trying to pass in this range method? Let's suppose this is 10, right? So what is that? What are the arguments? Try to understand that and try to remember. This is very important. See, this is going to be a start point. If not mentioned, by default it is 0. This is the stop point or the end point, and this is nothing but the interval or the step. Start, stop, step. Range method. Remember this. And range is by default present in Python. It's a default method available in Python, but yes, it's very, very important. Okay, so see, even like this, as I told you, you can do number of things. You can solve number of problems with the help of a range or a for loop or whatever, for that matter, whatever you want, according to the logic, maybe according to the questions. You can go and you can implement number of things, right? So we will talk about all those questions. I'll be giving some questions to solve, right? And we will be discussing some of the questions here also. At that time, you will see how actually we make use of all the methods or the basic things which we have discussed till this point. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear till this point, till this range, right? Start, stop, and step. These are the arguments. So see, it might be anything. You talk about any range. It is going to generate that. Suppose I want to start from 100. I want to go to 10,000. Yes, that's possible. Starting point will be 100, ending point will be 10,000. I want to represent it. Yes, I can. But remember, in this case, my output will be in the form of list because I am trying to typecast the range method in list. Go and run. You will see that it has generated all the numbers. Right? In 10,000. You can check it. So last element will be what? You can see it is dot 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 means what? Yes, there are more numbers. Dot 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 means yes, there are more numbers. But maybe because of the limitations in case of this particular canvas, this particular window, it might not be showing you everything, but it is there. If you need to make use of all those things in your program, you can. Okay? So like this, you can generate whatever you want. You can actually generate. Here it is generating till 999 because I have given the end point as 1000. Okay? In this case, okay. And see, if I do it something like this, 1000, come on. That means starting point is 1000, ending point is 100. What do you people think? What will happen in this case? Is it going to show an error? It is going to run, but it is not going to show any output. What is going to happen here? Okay, let me show it to you. See, I am going to get empty list. I am going to get. It will not. Yeah, that's right. You are. It's not because see this. This is what 1000. Starting point is 1000. Starting point is less than ending point. That's all. And even you can do it like this. 10, 100 if I do. Yeah. Right, some 10, 100 if I do. Let me give a step size as negative number. Let's now see 10, 100 I am giving. 10 is starting point, 100 is ending point. But step size I am giving as -5. So 10 -5, obviously that will not fit in this range. That's why I am getting it. But if I do it like this, 10 to -100, step size is -5, and then run. Now you will see that you will get the numbers, positive numbers and negative numbers, or whatever the range. So our range is this. Step size is this. Okay? So according to the step size, it is going to display the numbers. So try to understand this range method is really very, very important. Okay, and we're gonna make that many times. I hope till this point everything is clear. Again, see, there is no limitation to even range also. There are a lot of things which we'll be trying to discuss with the help of applications. And in applications, we are going to require this. That's why everyone should be aware about the use of range. Okay. Moving forward, next topic. The next topic is something called as list comprehension. List comprehension. Now, what is this list comprehension? Let's try to talk about it. Again, it's not a new thing actually, but yes, sometimes it is very, very useful. Let's suppose maybe I have a list. List is equal to L is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, something like this. This is my list L. We want to discuss what? We want to discuss what is list comprehension. Okay. Now, if this is my L, let me tell you what is list comprehension. But before that, what I will do is why we use list comprehension. Why there is a need for list comprehension. Okay, actually the name itself suggests you what we mean by list comprehension. That means comprehending the list. That means compacting your code. So in short, list comprehension kind of a thing can be used to just decrease the number of lines of code. That's it. That's what I can say in a straightforward way. Let me show you. Suppose I'll be using the same example which is given in your book. Suppose if I create empty list. This is empty list. Out is empty list. So here I can write for I in for some element I in. What is the name of my list L? Okay, so for some element in L, What is out? Out is a list. Now, if you remember, we have seen something called as append. Append is going to do what? Append is going to add the element at the end. What I want to add at the end? So maybe I want to add I multiplied by, let's suppose 2. That means every number from this L, I want to multiply it by 2 and I want to store the result in out. That's what this is going to do. Right. And once it is stored, what am I going to do at the end? I am going to print that particular out list. So in out list, what I am supposed to get? In the out list, I will get 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 2 is 6, 4 into 2 is 8, 5 into 2 is 10. My result should be 2, 4, 6, and 10. This should be the this should be the result I should be getting here. Let me see. Now see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right? So this is what we have done without the list comprehension. Right? So you can say that okay, one line, then 2, 3, 4, some 4 to 5 lines we required to get this kind of output. Okay, but that kind of a thing we can do in only one line with the help of list comprehension. How? Let me show it to you. See, what do we do is we write down in square brackets, we write down what operation we want to do. So I want to do this particular operation, I into 2 for I in L. That's it. Whatever these lines are doing, that is done by a single line. Let me go ahead. Now check it. This is called as list comprehension. If I want to assign it to some variable, yes, I can assign out equal to, right? And then print out. Same thing. Or otherwise, you could have printed out here itself, or you have some other here itself. See, whatever this code is doing, same thing is done by this particular. Actually, it is also same thing, but the way of writing down the thing is different. So we are actually comprehending the list. List comprehension is nothing but what? This is the list only. In square bracket, we are writing actually this particular. So for I in L, you can check it. For I in L, this particular part we have written here itself. And operation. So first of all, we write down the operation, and then we write down for some variable in some sequence. So that's what list comprehension is. If I want to tell you the use of list comprehension, why we are discussing, why one needs list comprehension. So basically, most of the times in code optimization, we need this kind of thing. List comprehension is one of the ways to decrease the number of lines of code or to perform code optimization. There are other ways also in Python we will be talking about. Okay, so maybe suppose if a project is done, development of that project is already done. Okay, now the team has identified that the number of lines of code is huge. Now what they can do is, and it is taking a lot of time to process to execute that code. So what they can do is they can come up with something like code optimization. There is one more thing which we'll be discussing, that will be our, I think, in the next topics, that is called as Lambda Expression. Lambda Expression is also one thing which can be used for code optimization. Again, very, very useful. And let me tell you, you will see in many teams, you will see people whose job is just to do code optimization. That is just to use list comprehension and Lambda Expression. That's it. If you are knowing about, I don't know whether you people are aware about it or not, AWS, Amazon Web Services. So AWS has a service called as Lambda. So they make use of regular expressions. So there are some people whose job is just to write down Lambda expressions. I will show you how to write down Lambda expressions. We will be discussing that. But the purpose I told you here, that particular thing I told you here, because code optimization is the purpose of list comprehension or Lambda expression. But that is one of the uses of list comprehension, I can say. I hope everyone understood list comprehension. Okay, it is just a way of writing down the code. That's what I can say. Hope it's clear to everyone. Any doubt? Anyone? Please let me know if any doubt. Otherwise, I will go forward. Can you just confirm, people? Just let me know yes, no. If I should move forward, please yes. If not, please no. Put your doubt. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Next topic is functions. Let's discuss about functions and let's try to finish all these topics today itself. Yeah. Okay. Functions. Again, here also I will start from the list. What is a function actually? Why we need a function? Why one needs to understand function? You see, even if you have come across C language, C++ language, Java, or any other language for that matter, you might have come across, you must have come across functions actually. Right? Why to make the functions? Functions allows you not to write down the same code over and over again. If you write down a function for a particular task, you can just call that function from anywhere you want, right? So this is just to what? Again, it is going to help you to avoid writing down the same code again and again. Ultimately, it is going to help you to avoid writing down the extra lines of code, I can say. Okay. So first of all, let's discuss about the syntax of function. So we use the keyword def. Def is nothing but define. Okay. Let's suppose name of my function is first function. So def keyword, then space, then whatever the name of the function you want. This is user defined. Okay. Give brackets and then give a colon here and then press enter. As soon as I will press enter, there will be indentation as usual. And here you can write down whatever you want. Suppose I want to write down something like this, right? Something like this I want to write. Hello, good morning. So this is my function. Let me run it. Simple syntax to write a function in case of Python. Now, what if I want to run this? So see, I have run it actually. Now, what if I want to make use of that? See, if I go here, let me show you. See, once you have run it, now your compiler knows what is this. So if I go and if I type fi and then press tab button, it will auto complete. See, first function. Now, if I just run this particular thing, it will not show me this output. It will show me something. What is that? Let's see. So it will show me something like this. Now, what do you mean by this? This is not calling a function. To call a function, there is a different way. Then what is this? So if you are writing down just a function name, that means you are asking Python that what is this? So Python is just replying that it's an object. It's an object of the type function and which is the main function and which is not accepting any argument. And that name of that object is first underscore function. Always remember, by default, Python treats everything as object. Whether it's a list or a tuple or a function, whatever it may be, Python by default treats everything as object. Okay, so that's what Python is actually replying. It is replying that it's object of the type function, it is the main function, and its name is first underscore fun, and it is not accepting any argument. Then how to call the function? Just go here and put a bracket here, okay, and then run it. Now see, this is called as calling a function. So it is going to show me output. Yes, friends, this is how we call the function. First function. Okay. So that's why it has shown the output. So this is a simple example. Right. Now let me show you. See, this is the function which we have written. Let me write down the same function here. Now, what if I want to write down a docstring for my function? See, docstring means what? See, if you remember, let me add a new cell here. If you remember range, my cursor is on the range anywhere here. If I press shift tab, it is giving me help about range function, right? It is giving me always help about range function. Now, range is a default function which is available in Python. What if I also want to do the same thing for my user defined function? So yes, you can do that. So what you can do is give triple quotes here. Shift quotes, and shift quotes. And shift quotes. So see, triple quotes, these are called as triple quotes. 3 quotes here, 3 quotes here. Now here you can write down help of regarding your function. This is a function. Okay. It prints sentence, something like this. It is written by someone, something like this. So obviously I should have given a correct help actually. Yeah. So whatever the information you want to show it to user regarding this function, whatever you are writing down, that you can write it down in the triple quotes. So these are called as triple quotes actually. Okay, so see what will happen because of this. Let me show you. If I go and if I run this one now, right, and if I write down the name of the function, first function, and then see my cursor is here. If I press shift tab, Now see, are you not able to see whatever I have written here? This is a function. It prints sentence. See, this is a function. It prints sentence. It is written by someone. So why it is important? Why this triple quotes? Why this docstring is important? See, what happens is generally in real time there are teams who work on projects, right? And it generally happens that suppose if someone leaves the team, if someone leaves the company, there will be another person who is going to be who is going to take the charge of the person who is going to leave the company. So before that, the code, the person who has written, the person who is leaving the company, if he has written some code, now that should be understandable by other person, a new joining. So these things are going to help in that case, right? Docstring. So what a new person can do is go here, press shift tab, and he'll be able to see all the help, all the information about the function, right? So this is called as triple quotes, right? This is called as triple quotes. Or even see, I told you about comments. Yes, Amisha, it is similar to comments, but there is a difference between comments and triple quotes. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. See, I talked about comments. See, if I write some comment here like this, yes, it will run. But if I go and if I write something like this, and then run, now it is giving me error. So there is a difference between comment and triple quotes. This triple quote is also a comment, but with this kind of a comment, you cannot use multi-line comments. For multi-line comments, what you can do is you can make use of triple quotes. See, either three double quotes or three single quotes. Now this is the difference. For multi-line comments, we use triple quotes to always remember this. And then if I run it now, see, it has not shown me any error. Are you getting? If I want slash and character, yes, slash and character also you can. It's just a character. That's all. Are you people getting? So I think Amisha, that's what you are asking. It is also a comment, but in this you can give multi-line comments. So see, other than this, there can be double quotes also. Okay. So let me show this in. This is what I was talking about. That one and this one is again the same. It will also not be made. Okay, yeah. I hope everybody is clear. Okay, so try to understand. This is how we do multi-line comments. Okay. Moving forward with functions only, let's see some other examples for functions. Suppose I want to define a function. Let me suppose define a function. Define maybe I want to define a function called as multiply by 2. That will 2. Now this function is suppose accepting some argument. Suppose a is just a variable, and then what I want to do here is I want suppose if user enters some number, I want to give a result. That number into multiplied by 2 as a result to that user. So see, this is the definition of a function. This is called as definition of function. If I go and if I run it, now if I want to call it MUL2, this is not calling. This will tell me what is this. If I want to call it MUL2, suppose of 8, now my result should be 8 into 2 is 16. Right? This is my result. So here my function is accepting some argument. Right? What if I try to call a function MUL2 like this? It will give me error. See, this is giving me error. Why it is giving me error? Because as per the definition of the function MUL2, it is expecting one argument. I am not providing any argument to the function. That's why it is giving error. See, MUL2 missing one required position. Right? That's a basic thing. So yeah, MUL. What if? So someone is asking, what if we put MUL? MUL to AB. Okay. Someone is asking, what if we put MUL to AB? C. But where you want to put it MUL to AB? You want to put it here like this 4,5. Obviously, it will not run. It will give me error. This is what you are asking. Yes. Okay. So yes, obviously. Why is it so? Because as per the definition, MUL2 is accepting what? MUL2 is accepting only one argument. And here you are trying to provide two arguments. That's why you will get. MUL2 takes one position argument only, but two were given. That's why. But see, if I run a function MUL2 like this, it is giving me error because here it is accepting only one argument. So see, what I want to do is, even if user tries to run MUL2 like this, still I want my function to run. So yes, that can be done. So in that case, what we can do is we can pass some default arguments. Suppose a equal to 5, and now I will run it. Now if I go and if I call and we will do like this time it is not going to give me error. This time by default it is going to give me result as 25. Sorry, 10. 5 into 2 is 10, not 20. See, why I did so? Because now I have passed a default argument to it, and default argument is fine. If I go and if I run it like this and we will to offset, in this case it will give me 14. But if any argument is not given, by default value of a is going to be 5. Okay. What if we declare function MUL to a? Yes, obviously in that case you can pass two arguments. Dot, the person with the name dot. Is it clear? You are asking me what if we declare function MUL to a? That's also possible. See, I will create that function. Define MUL to a comma b. Okay, and what do you want to return? What do you want to return? Suppose I want to return a into b, multiplication of that. Yes. So go here, MUL to pass two arguments 3, 6, 4, 6, 20. Return MUL a2. Why are you writing it down like this? MUL a comma b. If MUL is a by default function, then it's okay. See, is it any function MUL? No, there is no function called MUL. Our function name is MUL. I hope it's clear, right? If we declare a and b and return only a2, oh, that also we can do. See, what he's saying is he's saying that define. Suppose I will name the function something else. Okay, I will name the function with his name dot underscore MUL. So he's asking that if you do it like this, and then what is asking? Return only a into 2. So return a into 2. This is what the person with the name dot is asking. Now see, it has a. Now if you want to see what it is going to do, dot underscore MUL. See, I am passing one element. Now see, it is going to be here because in the definition I am saying that I want two arguments. I am passing only one argument. So what I will do is I will try to pass two arguments. Now see, are you not getting result? So whatever the number of arguments you are asking, that is going to be checked. But the result is going to be written according to the statement which you are writing down inside the function definition. Is it clear? Dot, is it clear? I don't know your name, that's why. Otherwise you tell me your name. I think we have not written any name there. That's oh, okay. Yes, that's a good question. Here it is, right? So all these things are possible. But try to understand, this is how the function definition is actually written. This is how we call a function. Okay? So like this, you talk about any logic, you can implement that. Simple function is like, say, suppose if I write down, maybe I will define a function like fun1, function 1. Here I am writing down, suppose maybe name. I am taking argument as name. Okay, and here my function is printing just the name which user has given. Okay, suppose here what I am doing is, now let me call a function fun1. If I call a function fun1 with some argument such as, then my output will be such as. But if I call a function fun1 without any argument, obviously it will be error. Because in the definition I haven't given any argument. But what I can do is, still if I want to run a function like this, I can do that. For that, I will have to do some default argument here. Suppose let me give a default argument. Let's suppose India, right? And then run. Now if I go and if I call it fun1 and then if I pass some name here, yes, it will give me such a name. But if I try to call the function without any argument, still it will give me the result in this case. It will not give me here like this. Right? I hope it makes sense to everyone. Anyone, any doubt here? Yes, any doubt? Otherwise, I will go to the next topic. Just let me know. If it is clear, say yes. If it is not clear, raise your hand. So that I will go and I will continue the next topic. Or maybe if someone wants to execute all these things, just let me know. I will show you whatever the number you want. If you ask me what I should do. Okay. Okay. Almost, yeah. Everyone is saying yes, yes, yes. That means I hope that you people are clear. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah. So I think we are good to go to the next topic, and that is nothing but again one of the most important topics, that is nothing but Lambda expressions. I told you, you will see people whose job is just to write down Lambda expressions. Lambda expressions is a topic for which there is no end. Here I will be just talking about basic idea about that. But yes, again, that is again going to clear the things for you. Lambda expressions. Okay. Now, what is lambda expression actually? Let me talk about that. So, see, lambda expression is also a function, I can say. It's also a function, but it is a function without name. Remember this, and that is called as anonymous function. So, lambda expression, the name for lambda expression, another name for lambda expression is anonymous function. That is a function without a name. That's it. That's how I can define lambda expression. Now, step forward, move to the example. Before that, suppose, let me show you what is the relation between function and lambda expression. Suppose if I define a function, let's suppose define, I am writing down a function called as square of. This is the name of our function. Square of x. So I am trying to write down a function which is going to find out the square of a number. Okay. So what it should return is return x star x run. So I know that this is the function which I have written. It is going to find out the square of a number. Can I do the same thing with the help of lambda expression? Yes, absolutely. We can do the same thing with the help of lambda expression. Now try to understand the syntax, the way we write the lambda expression. We always use a keyword called as lambda. Okay, LAMBD, lambda is the keyword. That's why I show you it in green color. Lambda space. After that, we give variable. Whatever the variable you want, you can make it. Suppose I want variable as z. So lambda z, that is variable. Then put a colon. After colon, whatever the operation you want to do. What operation I want to do here? I want to find out the square. That means a number multiplied by number. Z stars. That's it. That's what the lambda expression is, which is going to help you to find out the square of a number. Now, if I run it, obviously, it will not show the result. But yes, that is lambda expression. So if I'm running it like this, that means it is telling me that it's an object of that function and it's a main function, but it's a lambda expression. That means it's a function without a name, right? So what I can do is I can assign it to some variable. Let's suppose v is equal to, and then run it. If I run it like this v, again it will tell me that it's an object of that function and so on. But what if I want to make use of this to find out the square of the number? Now I can make it 6. This is one way how you can apply lambda expression on some data. There is another way also how you can apply lambda expression on data that we will be talking about in the next concept actually. That is something called as map and filter, where we will be talking about map and filter. Okay, Sharad is asking, what if we call multiple lambda function? Multiple lambda function is multiple lambda function means what? You can actually see, you can write down multiple lambda expressions. Yeah, you can. Yes, sure. In same program, you can write down multiple lambda expressions. That's possible, and that's what we'll be doing in our applications. There is one application which is mentioned in your, if you see your syllabus or contents, there is an application where we are going to create web apps using Folium for JSON data. Here you will see me using multiple lambda expressions, very long lambda expressions, right? So when I will be sharing the code for this particular application, at that time you will get how to make it work. So that's why I see whatever I am discussing, each and everything will be used in all these applications. That's why applications or projects are very important to understand the things whatever we have learned. Right now we are at this particular topic. Okay, next topic is map filter, and then methods. Yeah. So this is how you write down lambda expression. So now like this, you can go and you can write down lambda expression for whatever you want. Suppose if I go and if I write down print of that v, that lambda expression, so it is going to print something like this. What is this now? So whenever this is nothing but lambda expression. Okay, this is lambda expression. This is my lambda expression. So what is this now? So it is telling me that this is actually stored at this particular location. You can check it. It's a hexadecimal number. This is the location on the memory actually, where the result is going to be stored. Okay, that's the meaning of this particular command. So anyway, we'll be talking about lambda expression later on also. I'll be showing you some examples, right? But remember, this is the syntax. Let me show you some more lambda expressions. For example, if I write down lambda any variable x colon, suppose I want to find out maybe x star star 3. That's it. This is a lambda expression. This lambda expression is going to find out q of a number or raised to q of a number. Let me show you. Obviously, let me assign it to some variable. Let's suppose a is equal to run it, and then a of suppose 4. So 4 raised to 3. It is going to give me this. Right? So lambda keyword, then space, then variable name, and then whatever the operation you want to do on that variable. This is how we write down lambda expression. Okay, there will be some questions which we will be discussing on lambda expression at the end of this particular topic. Okay. Next topic I want to discuss is nothing but map and filters. Let's try to talk about this particular topic. So in map and filter, yes, you can make use of lambda expressions. Here I am calling lambda expression like this, but even you can make use of map and filters, or even you can make use of lambda expressions inside these methods. I will show you. See, let's suppose I have a sequence of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. So this is my list, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my list. Now let me check. Let me get any lambda expression. Suppose let me take this lambda expression, this one. I can directly apply this particular lambda expression on this list through a method or function like map. See, let me show you. Map. What I want to map? I want to map this lambda expression onto what data? Onto this data. So that means mapping this particular lambda expression on this. So instead of this particular lambda expression, writing down the lambda expression here itself, what I could have done is, I could have done it like this also. I could have written V also. Either you write down V or the complete lambda expression is one and the same. Instead of this, if I would have written V also, no problem. Okay. So now see what's going to happen is that means we are trying to map this particular lambda expression on this data set. Now what this lambda expression is doing, what it is doing, so for that here it is defined. Check, this lambda expression is finding out square of a number. That means what will be the result of this command? Result of this one will be square of 1, square of 2, square of 3, 4, 5 and 6. But if I run it like this, it will not give me the square. It will just tell me where the result is. See, it will tell me that map at this particular location. But what if I want to see the result of this? Yes, you can go and you can find out the result of that. For that, what you can do is typecast. Typecast in list or tuple. So I will typecast it in list and then shift enter. Now you can check. When I map this particular lambda expression on sequence list, my result is this. Because this lambda expression is doing what? This lambda expression is simply multiplying the number with itself. Right? Or otherwise, I could have done the same thing. I told you that we have already assigned this particular lambda expression to a variable called as v. So instead of this, I would have even used v. The same thing. Right? So map means what? Mapping something onto some data set. So if you want to apply some function on a complete data set, you can make use of map. Name itself suggests you. We are trying to map this particular lambda expression on this sequence data set. Please try to do it. Okay, please try to do it in your case. If you have done it, that's good. If not, please let me know. I will wait. No problem at all. Okay. Even if you are asking me to wait, no problem at all. Please try to understand that. But if you are not telling me, then I can't do anything for that, right? So I hope everyone is executing this. At least trying to write down lambda expressions. Please tell me if I'm too fast. Please tell me if I'm too slow. Okay. Because I'm just trying to move by keeping in mind that we want to finish all these things. As I have written, it's my job to finish each and every. Okay. So that thing also I need to keep in mind. Sometimes maybe if I am fast, please let me. I want everyone to understand all these things. Okay. I hope everyone is understood. Everyone understood lambda expression. Let me show you another example. See. Sequence is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's suppose I want to write down, I want to apply some operation on this particular sequence list. What operation I want to apply? I want to fetch only even numbers from this list. Okay, I want to fetch only even numbers from this list. Even numbers means 2, 4, and 6. This is what I want to fetch. So how to do that? So there I can make use of lambda and filter method. Map we have seen, right? Filter method we can make. Let me show you. See, first of all, let me show you how to write down a lambda expression which is going to fetch only even numbers from this particular list. So let's write down lambda expression. Lambda, some variable x, colon x. We know that what is the even number? Even number is a number for which the remainder is 0. If you divide it by 2, if you divide the number by 2, the remainder is 0. That is called an even number. That's it. This is the lambda expression to check all the even numbers from this. Let me run it. Yes, it's correct. No, but I want to apply it on. This particular. See, what if I use map? Let me show you first of all what if I use map. Map. Suppose this particular lambda expression I will leave it as e. Okay, let me run it. So I want to apply this e on sequence. Now see what happens. See, obviously it will not show me result, so I will typecast it in a list or a tuple. Suppose list I am typecasting it. Let me go here and let me run it. Now see what it is showing. For 1, it is showing me result as false because it's not an even number. For 2, it is showing me result as 2 because it's an even number. 3, again false. 4, again 2. Similarly for 5 and 6. You can see. But what I want is, I want actual numbers 2, 4, and 6. Yes, that's also possible. So for that, what you can do is, you can make use of filter. Filter, lambda expression is e. Apply this lambda expression on sequence. Again, if I go and if I run it, it will not show me the result. So what I should do is, I should typecast it. So instead of map, now I have used filter. Filter is just going to filter out those numbers from the original list, that is SE. Now in this case, my result is going to be 2, 4, and 6. That is so. See, 2, 4, 6. How? Because of this particular lambda expression. So this is how you can make use of this map and filter. Map and filters. Is there any doubt? Anyone? Is there anything you want me to repeat? I will repeat it. No problem. Any doubt? Anyone? Till map and filter? Or till this point? Because now the last point is remaining is methods. And it will not take much of time. Can you repeat filter again? Yes, sure. I will repeat. No problem. Map gives Boolean values. See, Sharat. Map gives. Yeah, Khushbu, I will repeat that. Khushi, right? I will repeat that. So let me answer Sharat's question first. She is asking, map gives Boolean values. See, Sharat, map is going to give Boolean values, but in which case? It all depends on what type of a lambda expression you are applying on dataset with the help of map. See, here, does map given me Boolean values? No, it has given me the result only. Why? Because I was trying to perform some operation on the data, like multiplication. But here I have got Boolean values. Why I got Boolean values? Because lambda expression was checking for even numbers. So it will just tell me that whether this is even or not. This is even or not. This is even or not. But if I want the actual values, that's why I use filter. That means I want to filter the records according to the lambda expression. That's why filter has given me this result and map has given me this result. Is it clear, Sharat? It all depends on your lambda expression to answer your question. So I was checking for even. That's why Boolean values. Obviously, yes, you were checking for even. Even you would have checked for odd also. In that case, also it would have given you the result as true or false. That is Boolean only. But for this one, it will give true. For this one, it will be false. True, false, true, false. If you go for odd values, right? So it all depends on right. It all depends on your lambda expression. Okay. Now, who was saying? Yeah. Now to answer Kushi's question, can you repeat filter again? I will repeat filter. See. Now, Kushi, just see what is sequence. Sequence is this. This is what our list. Now, from this list, what I want to do? I want to filter out. Yes, yes, Amisha, I will repeat typecasting also. First of all, let me answer her question. What is filter? This is my sequence. Now, what I want to do is our objective is to get even numbers, for example, from this particular sequence. See, in this case, this is a very small data. In real time, we will be getting thousands of records. Okay, thousands of records. So, here what I will do is, as I want to fetch even number from the sequence, I will write on the lambda expression. I will once again write lambda any variable s colon s mod 2. Why am I checking for mod? Because I want to check whether the number is even or not. I know that the number is even. If you divide that number by 2 and if you get the remainder as 0, then that's an even number. This is a simple math we know. Right? So this is the lambda expression. Now this lambda expression I am going to assign it to some variable e. Let's run it. Okay. Now as I want to filter out the even number from this one, so if I use map, map is not going to filter out the actual number. Map is just going to tell me true or false according to lambda expression. So this is my lambda expression. This is my sequence, right? And to answer your question, Amisha, this is typecasting. Why do we typecasting? Because if I do not do typecasting, my result will not be displayed. Why it will not be displayed here? Because this is going to tell me only the place where the result will be stored, only the location where the result will be stored. It will not tell me the actual result. Just to see the actual result, I will typecast it either in a list or in a tuple. Typecasting means what? Converting the result into some format. That's it. So now check, Khushi, you can see that I am mapping this E on sequence. Now in this case, what's going to happen is it will show me the result as false and true. For even number it will be true, false. For odd numbers it will be false. But this is not what I wanted. I wanted to filter the actual numbers. So that's why what I have done is I use the same command here, same command, and instead of this map, I am just making use of filter and then run. Now filter, what it has done? Filter has filtered the numbers, the elements from this original data according to the lambda expression. Is it clear, Kushi? Just let me know so that I will move to the next question. Okay. Does that answer your question, Amisha? You were asking and you explain about typecasting is. Yes, Tabish, that is right. It will print two values according to the lambda expression. Amisha, can you please let me know, is it clear? Typecasting in your case? Yes, you can use, see, Amisha, to answer your question, sir, can we use typecasting with other objects? Yes, absolutely, you can use typecasting with other objects. You can. Clear, Amisha? Could you give an example? Yes. Suppose, let's suppose, maybe, if I declare a variable. So I am trying to give an example where I can make use of typecasting. Typecasting is not a new concept. See, can anyone tell me what is the type of a? Can you please answer, Amisha? What is the type of a? Or maybe anyone? What is the type of a? Okay. So many people are saying integer. Someone is saying character. Someone is saying, for example, Dheeraj is saying string. Snehal is saying integer. Shivani is saying integer. String, string, string. Okay. Those people who are saying string, they are right. Those who are saying integer, they are wrong. See, even though I have written 56, but what did I tell you yesterday? Whatever the thing which is in double quote or in single quote is always a string in Python. So remember the basic things. Okay, single quote or double quote is always a string. So this is not a integer or a float. This is a string. Now to answer your question, Amisha, I can make use of typecasting. Int of a. This is the example of typecasting. Now int of a. What is this? So maybe I can write as b is equal to suppose. Now if I try to check the type of b, it will be integer. Is it clear, Amisha? This is the example where you can use typecasting. Amisha, can you just let me know? Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. So let me see any other question. Sharad is asking, sir, what about string concatenation of integers using typecasting? Okay, that is possible, Sharad. Concatenation, I think I haven't discussed. See, concatenation means what? Hello plus so string plus string is possible. Hello everyone. This is called as concatenation. Okay. Now Sharad is asking, what about string concatenation of integers using typecast? So using typecast means you are converting them into string only. See, suppose if I try to do something like this, 56 plus, let's suppose this will give me error. What I can do in that case? Let's see, because this is possible or not. See, typecasting. Is it the thing you are talking about, Sharad? Yeah, okay. You see, that's possible. Okay, so let me check any question remaining. Just a minute, give me a minute. Sir, what about the conclusion? Yes, we can use typecasting with the objects. I answered that. Okay, sir, does map, so Yash Limbake was asking, sir, does map in Python work for lambda expressions only? It can work for lambda expressions, but it can work for other data structures also. Yash, is that clear? You will see some examples regarding that. Typecasting, how do they explain? Okay, so I think I answered all the questions. If something is remaining, just put that particular question in the chat box once again. Okay, so Rohan Pawar is asking, sir, lambda function deals with single variable. What if there is an equation of more than one variables? Okay. In that case, also you can write down lambda expression. Rohan. That is also possible. Lambda expression is like what? It's a function only, but it is just it's a function without a name. So in that case, also Rohan, it will work. So here, this particular application, we will talk about that multiple variables. So you need to write down those many number of lambda expressions according to the logic. But that's possible. Whatever you are talking about, what if there are multiple variables? That's possible. You just need to, what we can say, write down your code accordingly. Obviously, you cannot write down two variables and then colon and then something like that. But again, with the help of some custom code, you can do that, and that I'll be showing it to you in applications. Does that answer your query, Rohan? So that's a good question you have asked. I hope till this point everyone is clear with lambda expressions. Okay. And yeah, as we have done this particular topic, concatenation, let me just tell you. See, string plus string, if I do, it's possible. It is. If I go for string plus integer, this is not possible. It will give me error. So it should be string plus string only. Okay, this one. Now I know that 4 minus 3, this is possible. But if I try to do something like, maybe suppose 4, this is a string, minus some string, this is not possible, unsupported, because both of them they are string. Okay, now if I write down a star 5, can anyone tell me, is it possible? String into 5, integer plus integer possible, integer plus string is not possible. So yes, Sharad is saying yes. Yeah, absolutely right. Ashar is saying no. So we see Ashar is possible. Actually, this is what? This is nothing but concatenation only. If you carefully look at this, what is this? 5 times a, that means a plus a plus a plus a plus a. So it will be 5a or a5, whatever it may be. Right, a 5 times. Yes, yes. Let us see the result. Even though it's a multiplication, but yeah, that is possible. Yeah, sorry, A, for example, will be concatenation, right? It's simply concatenation. So see, this is possible. But if I do it like this, star, let's suppose B, and then that, this is not possible. Okay? So try to remember this. I hope everyone is clear to this point. Let's go to the next topic in basics of Python, and that is nothing but methods. So let's try to talk about methods. We already talked about some of the methods. Let's suppose if I have a string like s is equal to, let me make use of a hello or we, comma, are learning. Let me give explanation mark here. Python language, big explanation mark here. Or let's suppose something like this. Machine, comma, learning, and suppose data science, comma, artificial, something like this. Okay, this is my string. So what are the name S? Right. So see, this is my string. Hello, all you are learning Python language, something like this. Now we know that s dot upper, s dot lower, I have already shown. These are the methods which are by default possible. Right? S dot lower is going to convert everything. Everything is already in lower case actually. Okay? And s dot title also goes. So these are the default methods available, but there are some methods which are very useful. Let me show you something called as split. See, s dot split. Now there are some things one needs to remember about split. What are those things? Always remember split. The name itself suggests actually. Split by default gives the answer in terms of list. That is one thing. And split by default splits the string on the basis of space character. Try to understand this. By default, the answer will be in the form of a list, and by default, it is going to split on the basis of space character. Let me show you. See, if I go, S is what? This is my S. So S dot split, if I do, see what you will get is, you will get something like this. See, output will be in the form of a list, and each and every element is actually splitted on the basis of space character. See, hello, then there was space, and then there was all, then there was space, and then there was we. That's why hello is one element, all is one element, we is one element, r is one element, learning is learning, explanation mark is one element, and so right. So by default, splits on the basis of space character. Remember this. Okay. What if I want to split it on the basis of something else? That's also possible. S dot split. Suppose I want to split it on the basis of explanation mark. Now you can check it. See, in earlier case I got number of elements, but in this case, this is one element, this is another element, and this is another element. Check it. Three elements only we got. Because now we have splitted this particular string on the basis of explanation mark. So this will be one element, this will be one element, and this remaining will be another. Right? So if you want to split a string on the basis of the character you want, yes, that's possible. Like this, you can split your string on any character. Suppose I want to split the string on the basis of a word, that's possible. A character, that's possible. See, I am so learning on the basis of learning word. I want to split the string. That's possible. Hello, we are. So learning word is omitted. Python language for machine, learning word is omitted. And we got three elements again. Right? So try to understand. By default, splits on the basis of space character. But if you still want to split it on the basis of something else, yes, you can do that. Now, if I go and if I try to do it, split, and if I split it, now if I ask you, I want to grab data, or maybe I want to grab, suppose machine word. You can easily grab it, right? Because it's a list. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just go here and put 8. That's it. You will get a machine word. And this is a string. Again, you can go further and you can split it. Right? Suppose I want to give 2 colon 4. So it's going to show me all the characters. So try to understand this. With the help of this, you people need to solve some questions later. Okay. So I hope you people are clear about this split. Split is going to be very, very important, right? Similarly, there are some methods related to dictionary. We already talked about that. Dictionaries, right? And similarly, there are some methods related to list also. Suppose if I have a list L is equal to, let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is my list. If I run it, if I go and if I just got this one. So pop method I showed you earlier for sets. Similarly, pop method is there for list. But see how it works actually. L dot pop, if I give, see which element it has popped, by default it has popped the last element. If I go and if I try to check L, I will see that it is permanently deleted, permanently popped. What if I want to pop particular element? So L dot pop, suppose I want to pop, let's say whether it works on the basis of index or not. Let's suppose let me give it 2 here. Right? Now see which element it has popped, it popped the element at the index 2. That's why if I go and if I run it, now see you will not be able to see 3. Right? Similarly, L dot pop whatever the index position you want, you can do that. And like this, you can go and you can have a count on the elements. Suppose I want to count how many number of times 7 has happened, only one time. So all these methods are available. Suppose if you want to go and you want to reverse everything, you can go and reverse it. So L, if you check now, you will see that L is reversed. Okay. So yes, these are some of the things which are available. Indexing, few people are already aware about that. And yes, append and all those things you are already seen, right? Append. I want to append something. So you can check it. 800 is append. Append is always that time. And yes, if this is my L, okay, there is some operator called as in and not in. Suppose I want to check whether 5 is present in L or not. So if it is present, it will give me true. If it is not, it will give me false. See, 5 is present. If I want to check 100 is present in L or not, so it's not present. If I want to check, let's suppose 100 not in L, it will give me true. Yes, 100 is not in L. 100 is not in L. So not in operator, you can check. Okay. Same concept we can apply for strings also. Let's suppose I want to check whether S is present in a string. Such a, you can check that, right? Or Z not in such a. It's also true. So this in and not in, though even it's a very simple topic, but see this is very important. Okay. At the time of implementing the logic, yeah, it's really very important. Okay. And the last topic I will talk about is tuple unpacking. Now, what is this tuple unpacking? Let's see. See, let's suppose I have a list. X is equal to, I will take the same example, something like this. See, inside a list, I am trying to write down tuple. This one tuple is one element for this list. X is equal to 1, comma 2, 3, comma 4, comma, let's suppose 5, comma 6. So this is my list where I have tuples as one element. This is one element, this tuple is one element for this X list. Similarly, this has one element and this one has one element. Now, what is tuple unpacking? If I go here and if I type X of 0, so it will give me first element, that is 1. And you know what if, so from this one, if I want only 2, you know that how to do it, you know the indexing of tuple. What we can do is X of 0 of 1, you will get 2, right? But what if I want the output as 1, 2, then 3, 4, then 5, 6, one after the other? So what we can do is for some I in, what is the name of the list X? What you can do is here, what you can do, just go and print I value. So I is going to represent what? I is going to represent each and every element from the list. So I will be 1, 2, I will be 3, 4, I will be 5, 6, right? That means, and we know that in case of print, the end character by default is a new line character. That means your result will be what? Your result will be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if you go and if you try to run it, then you can check. Same example is given in your IPV which I have shared just for your reference. So just to explain the concept, I'm just trying to make you the same example, right? Now, suppose here if I ask you a question, What if I do not want the output like this? I want the output like 135. So yes, that's also possible. If you want the output as 135, that's also possible. So what you can do is for some variable a comma b. See, I am writing down the variables in terms. So for some variable a comma b in x, what I want to print is I want to print only first element, that is a. That's it. You will get what you want. And similarly, what if you want 246? Yes, that's also possible. Instead of this a, you can go and you can print b. That's it. You will get 246. What if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yes, that's also possible. Same code for a comma b in x. First of all, print a and then print b. And again, it's not the only way, there are other ways as well. This is called as tuple and carry. Right? So, is there any question? Because now we are done with all these topics. All these topics we are done. So, is there any question? There is anyone, any suggestion, anything you want me to repeat, any difficulty? Just let me know about that. Maybe about anything, about the speed, about the way I am teaching, any difficulty in the any concept, right? Just let me know. And yeah, I think I will put the attendance link also. Vishal sir has sent it to me. Let me just put it in the chat box. Okay, guys. Okay, if people are saying that there is no doubt. Okay, see, I have sent the attendance link in the chat box. Just go and mark your attendance on today's data. Okay. So yeah, people are saying that there are no doubts. I hope everyone is clear. See, I am again asking you again and again. Okay? Any doubt, any type of a doubt, please ask. Do not keep it to yourself. We are here to clear your doubts because this is what is going to help you. Yes, guys. Anything? Again, I will ask you. Be frank. See, we are all here just to improve the things, okay? And your suggestions are always going to help us in that. That's why I'm asking you. I'm repeatedly asking you all this. So once again, let me know yes or no. Is everything clear till this? Yes, guys. If you are getting, just say yes. If you have any doubt, please raise your doubt in the chat box. Yeah, you. Okay, Ashar is saying, please go a little bit slow. Yeah, yeah, Ashar. No problem. No problem. So I will make sure that we will slow down the slow. No problem. But see, anyway, whatever I'm discussing, everything is being recorded. Yesterday's recording I already sent it to Vishal sir. Maybe he will share. So I think that will again not be a big problem because everything you will be getting as recorded. Okay, what does count do in tuple? Ramesh is asking, what does count do in tuple? So count actually counts the number of occurrences of a number of an element. See, Ramesh, just check. If this is my tuple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, sorry, 5, let me repeat it, 5, 5, something like this, comma, 6, 5. So this is my tuple, Ramesh. Now what I can do is t dot count. So I want to know what is the count of 5. How many number of times 5 has occurred? So now see, 5 has occurred 9 times. So count simply counts the occurrences of particular element in term. Is it clear, Tavish? Does that answer the question? Oh yeah, good. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. Anyone in doubt? So mark your attendance and yes, Asha, I will just try to. I will try to take care for that. I will try to go a little bit slow. This is actually, yeah. Anyway, as I told you that see, there are some topics. There are a lot of topics actually which we need to complete. But yeah, anyway, I will make sure that I will be a little bit slow. But again, that is don't worry, that is not going to cause a bigger problem. That's good actually. You raised that point. Okay, no problem, Ashan. No problem. I understand. I already told, right? Typing speed. might not match. Sometimes my typing speed will be faster, sometimes my typing speed will be slower. So yeah, that's why we are recording actually. But try to understand. See, it's not like that. You should spend only what we can say this much of time only for your for this Python. You should try to spend other time also. And yeah, one more thing. See, what I will be doing is I will share some questions. There is an assignment for you people. Let me show it to you. I am going to forward this particular exercise to you. See, this is the exercise you need to solve. You need to create an IPYNB file, and you need to upload that IPYNB file onto GitHub. What is GitHub? If you are not aware of it, do not worry. I will tell you that. Why GitHub? I am asking you to make use of, because it will help you for your job in future. How? That also I will tell you. So see, there is something called as GitHub. GitHub. It's like a repository where we can store our work. What will happen if you go on storing your work from now only till you get in final year, right? You will be having a lot of work on your GitHub repository. What you can do then is you can mention the link of your GitHub repository directly into your resume. So the interviewer or the person who is going to recruit you, that is going to help that person to understand what type of work we have done. Do not worry if you are not aware about GitHub. I will tell you. Your job is just to solve these questions. Okay? Solve the questions, write down the answer here itself, run it, show the output here itself, upload it onto GitHub. Do not upload it if you are not aware about. Tomorrow I will tell you. But these are the questions. At least solve this question. Okay? So there are really good questions here, which are given. If you have any doubt, I am there. Do not worry about it. Please explain again methods. Which method you want, sure? Can you just specifically tell me which method? See, this count is one of the methods. L is what? L is this list. So I was talking about, see, these are the methods. Append. If I want to append, suppose 200. If I run, so append is a method. All these are the methods. Shivam. Clear is a method. Copy is a method. All these are the methods. Reverse is a method. Reverse is going to do what? Reverse is going to reverse everything. So earlier L was starting with 8. Now it will end with 8. And again, even if you have some difficulty for any method, what you can do is L dot. Suppose you do not understand reverse. Go here, press shift tab. You will be able to see that it will give help about that particular method. Is it clear, Shivam? Yeah, Shivam, does that answer your question? You are asking about methods. Yeah. Okay. Omkar, what do you want to say for any next? Okay, you are actually given the answer for the question. Okay. So, is it clear, everyone? You will be getting an assignment to solve this assignment. Okay. Yeah, there are very nice examples I given here. Try to write down your answers for that. What I'll be sharing? I'll be sharing IPYNB file. I hope everyone understands how to open IPYNB file. I think that everyone is clear about that. Okay. So this assignment I'll be sharing. Try to make sure that everyone solves each and every question. At least try it out. There are some easy questions. There are some good questions. But please try out all these things. Okay? Because this is going to help you to understand the things if you have any doubt. If you are not able to solve that, don't worry. I am there. But my expectation is that at least, first of all, try from your side. At least give it a try. Okay? So yes. First thing is I'll be sharing the exercise. Next thing, as usual, if you have any question, you can raise the question anytime. No problem. Okay? And fill up that attendance. So and tomorrow, what I will be doing is, see, tomorrow what I have done is second topic I have given as applications, right? But what I will do is before discussing these applications, I will be discussing this thing because there are some pandas packages, matplotlib, and NumPy we are going to require in these applications. That's why I will go with this part first, and then I will complete this part. Okay, guys? Yeah. So yes, any other question, any query other than this? Is it good, everyone? Is it making sense? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So I hope people are positive, people are getting. I will again repeat, if not getting any kind of a doubt, please raise that. Please raise that. Okay. So maybe after 1 hour, I'll be sharing that. Maybe half an hour, 1 hour, I'll be sharing that particular exercise. Please go to that. Remember, okay. And how to upload it onto GitHub, I will tell you. If someone is aware about it, you can directly upload, okay? And just share the link with me. Okay, let me check. In what format will you share the assignment? Snail, I'll be sharing this file in .ipynb file. This file. It's a .ipynb file. You will have to open. See, whatever I'll be sharing, you will have to open it in Jupyter only. Is it clear, Snail? I'll be sharing it in .ipynb. Interactive Python notebook. Yeah. Okay. So I hope no one is having any doubt. Okay. Previous point. Okay, Ria is asking, sir, I don't know why, but my Jupyter notebook isn't opening in my laptop today. So in that case, Ria, what you can do is either uninstall it, once again install, or just first of all just try to restart your machine. Many times what happens is maybe because of the kernel, it gets stuck. So instead of that, restart your machine. Stop everything, restart your machine, and then try to upload it once again. Then try to load it once again. Even if that doesn't work, uninstall Anaconda and again install it. And even if that doesn't work, let me know. Okay? Oh, sure, sure. Any other thing? Okay. Okay, guys, then we'll for today we'll stop here. So we'll meet tomorrow in the next session. Solve the exercise. Make sure that everyone solves the exercise. At least try it. Okay? So yeah, I will stop here. Bye bye.